Hi guys, hi lovies, hi dovies, welcome back again to another video. So I did a video where I shared my transition from one job to the other, and most of you guys were asking me why I left my job, why I left the NHS, why I moved to London. So in today's video, I'll be answering all your nosy and juicy questions. It's not nosy, I know, because most of you are wondering, what is it in London that is different from other parts of the places? And I'll be sharing with you guys why I took this decision to quit my NHS specialist nursing job and to move to London. If it is your first time of coming across my channel, my name is Becca. I am an overseas nurse from Ghana, and I'm currently practicing and living in England. And if you are interested in joining my channel, I talk about nursing, I do lifestyle videos, a little bit of me, some fun and positive vibes here and there. You would like to simply go ahead and subscribe, turn on your post notification bell icon, that we wouldn't miss any time I upload a video. Most of the times when we are coming from overseas, our options or our choices are narrowed because you don't have much to choose from. So when I started planning to migrate abroad or to move to the UK, I wanted to work in a care home. And after I passed all of my exams, my OET, my CBT and everything, my first job I had was from a care home, and I was very happy with that job. I did the interview, went through all the processes with the employer, and I didn't hear from them again. I was very downhearted and everything. And then I got my second job, which was with the NHS. After I did this particular job that brought me to the UK, I got lots of offers also from the NHS in London, which I didn't accept because I had already accepted this particular job I was working for, and they've already given me certificate of sponsorship. So that means I couldn't go with anybody else. Before I moved to the UK, I wanted to be in London already because I didn't want a place that was dull, like kind of ghosted, or that wasn't a fun, place. I'm not saying this because I am a fun-going person or I'm the outing kind of person, or because other places are boring, but that is just me. I have lived all of my life in a big city, in Accra, born and raised. All of my education was in Accra. I gave birth to all of my 3 kids in Accra. So I was used to the kind of hustle and bustle of life, that kind of hardcore kind of life. So now moving to the UK and being in a place where I wasn't seeing much, not like it was boring, but honestly, guys, it wasn't lively. It was so quiet for me. So the moment I moved there, by 2 to 3 months, I was already thinking of moving outside of that town and going to London. So why I quit the NHS in the first place was because of multiple reasons that I don't want anybody to misinterpret me in this video, because trust me, the NHS has so many benefits that the private doesn't have. And likewise, the private has some benefits that the NHS doesn't offer. So this video is not to discourage anybody or tell them to leave the NHS or to quit their NHS job just because somebody else quit. Because I know people who have also quit their nursing home jobs, who have also quit their private nursing jobs to move to the NHS. I think it's a matter of choice. It's a matter of where you see yourself to be in the next 5 to 10 years. It's a matter of trying to figure out your life. It's a matter of your long-term goals. Let me just put it that way. It's a matter of your long-term goals and how you see yourself, how you want your life to be in the next 5 to 10 years. Personally, I came to this country with some expectations that were not met when I was in the NHS. And I had to find my way around of turning the system into the way I wanted it to meet my expectation. One of the reasons why I left my specialist nursing job, or I left the NHS, was because of the salary. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you and say, oh, the salary to me was heartbreaking. For me, nursing is my calling, but money is my motivation. money gives me the motivation to roll over, to do my best, to give out my best. So though I was giving out my best, but my salary wasn't corresponding with I was doing my best, but my salary wasn't corresponding with the kind of input I was giving in the job. So that was number one, 10 off for me. When I was in the NHS, whilst I was still with the NHS, I was doing agency nursing, which we call the travel nursing, which was giving me reasonable amount of money. And trust me, when I was doing the travel nursing, I was working less and I was getting more money than I was getting for my regular job in the NHS. It was really funny. So at a point I was like, so what is the point when I am working so hard and the money is not actually, you know, is not balancing. The balance sheet is not balancing. So that is one of the reasons why I left. Because in my specialist nursing job, I was working 4 shifts and then I had 3 shifts off. And in the 3 shifts, sometimes I do 1 shift as agency or 2 shifts as agency just to make up, to get that, you know, to balance for that amount of money I was losing. At a point, I felt I was very drained. I felt I was dragging myself too much. And most of you who have been following me from the time I started this channel can see that I have undergone massive transformation since I moved to London and I started a new job. This is actually the kind of person I am. I am a fine girl by nature, but the job wasn't allowing me for my fineness to shine. You guys, so anyway, the other thing that made me quit my NHS job was flexibility. I didn't have that much flexibility like I wanted. Back home in Ghana, I was a permanent night nurse for a period, like for a reasonable period of time, because of family and because of school. So I have 3 daughters. For those of you who do not know, I have 3 lovely daughters, and combining, you know, looking after these 3 girls and working was very difficult for me. So I spoke with management and they put me on permanent nights for me to be able to cope and adapt with family and with the kids. Along the line, I started my first degree program in Ghana whilst I was still working. So I was working, I had family, and I was going to school. So the night was like a perfect shift for me. I did this night for a very long time before I moved to the UK. Now, when I moved, I was given the specialty nursing job. That didn't run shifts. We're doing just day shift. And I was really struggling. When I have to wake up in the morning at 6 a.m. to get ready for work, it was a tug of war for me. I wasn't coping at all. I was skipping breakfast. Sometimes I skip lunch. When I come back from work, I'm so exhausted. I don't eat that much of a dinner. So coping, like in general, was very difficult for me. And I was looking at this long-term plan of bringing my kids over and being in this kind of setting where I didn't have time for myself. And as I told you, we had what we call the emergency on-call rota, or the emergency on-call duty, where you are put on that shift and you are called to attend to emergency cases in theaters and in ITU, and you are given 30 minutes to arrive at the scene. I was just thinking, so if my kids are here and I have to be called at the middle of the night and there is nobody home to look after them, and I have to run to go to do this on-call, and you don't have a choice to choose, you don't want to be on-call, it is a must for everybody, it's going to be really tough for me. So I can't do this job for long. I didn't have flexibility. I can't do night shift. And I wanted a permanent night job. And nobody in NHS, it's going to be very difficult to get a permanent night job in the NHS. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be very difficult to get a permanent night job contract in the NHS. So I didn't see it as any point to keep, you know, somersaulting and rolling over something that I wouldn't do for long. From my heart of hearts, I knew I wouldn't do for long. Another thing was work environment and the team you work with. I am not saying anybody was bad or anybody was visibly rude or anything, but sometimes if you are working in a team where you don't feel like you are giving out your best, or you are giving out your best but your best is not acknowledged. I mean, I don't see any point in it. So all these plus and minuses made me quit my NHS job. Don't get me wrong, the NHS has very exciting opportunities. There is career growth and advancement. There is good pension. There is maternity. Probably I'll do a separate video talking about all these things. The NHS has excellent benefits, but I felt like these benefits, other people are also doing well. Now, some of these private employers are stepping up their game. They are giving good pension. They are giving paid breaks. They are giving escalated rates. They are paying you well. They are looking after you, giving you enhancement, responsibility allowances and bonuses. And for me, I have 3 kids already. So that maternity allowance from the NHS is not going to apply to me. Pension, I don't have any plans of being in nursing till I retire. Pension age in the UK is 67 years, 65 years. I don't see myself being a nurse at that age of my life. So I didn't see any point in stressing myself over pension, because for me, if you establish yourself very well, if you establish yourself properly, you don't have to think of your pension pay to become financially stable when you go on retirement. London also has good pay rates, very good pay rates. Life in London is generally fun. For me, I felt if my kids move here with me in London, they are going to enjoy much of a life than living in the outskirts. At the age, if they grow up and they decide to live in the outskirts, that's fine, it's up to them. But I feel like I want them to be in London and have that kind of city life and all those kind of bits. That is the reason why I moved to London. And because I'm a family woman, I don't take decisions for myself. I look at the broader picture. I look at something that would help the entire family. I know people are telling me like, London is not a place to raise kids. London is not a place for family. It depends on how you want your family to look like. It depends on how you want your life in general to look like. So these are some of the factors that influenced me to make this decision of moving to London. In a separate video, I'm going to be sharing with you my pay slip since I started working with this job. My pay slip, my bills, how much I'm paying for this beautiful studio apartment here in the heart of London. I hope you guys like this video. Do well to smash the like button, comment in the comment section, subscribe to this channel, turn on your post notification bell icon. That way you wouldn't miss any time I upload a video. Until we meet again in my next video, it's bye for now. Adios.